Java has been in demand for the past 2 decades. In a previous video, we spoke about the features that helps Java stand apart. In this tutorial, we'll understand the structure of a Java program. Java program consists of the following. Number one is a documentation section, which is suggested and good to have. Documents are nothing but comments that are used to improve the readability of the program. A comment is a non-executable statement that helps to read and understand a program, especially when a program gets more complex and bigger. It is simply a message that exists only for the programmer and it is ignored by the compiler during the time of compilation. A good program should include comments that describes the purpose of the program, author name, date and the time of the program creation. This section is optional and can appear anywhere in the program. There are of three types: single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. A single line comment always starts with a double slash and it terminates at the end of the current line. Multi-line comment, it begins with a forward slash followed by an asterisk and ends with an asterisk and a forward slash. The documentation comment is a new type of comment in Java and it follows the pattern of a forward slash followed by two of the asterisk and ends with an asterisk and a forward slash. Number 2. Package statement. Packages are basically directories or folder in which group of classes are stored based on the module and its functionality. It must appear as the first statement in the source file before any class or interface declaration. This statement is also optional, but good to have. Number 3. Import statements. Java contains many predefined classes that are stored into packages, or there might be utility classes or user-defined classes. To use them in a different class, we make use of the import statement. There can be multiple import statements based on the requirements. An import statement is used for referring classes that are declared in other classes or packages. The import statement is written after package statement, but before any class definition, you can import a specific class or all the classes of the package. The import statement is also optional. Number 4 is the interface statement. This section is used to specify an interface in Java. It is optional, which is mainly used to implement the multiple inheritance in Java. An interface is a lot similar to a class in Java, but it contains only constants and method declarations without the method body. They cannot be instantiated and can be only implemented by different classes or extended by any other interface. They are also optional. Number 5. Class declaration. A class can be declared inside a Java program. A class is a collection of variables and methods that operate on the fields. Every program in Java will have at least one class with the main method. Also, you can define number of classes inside a file. They are also optional. Number 6. Main method. Execution of a Java application starts from the main method. In other words, it is an entry point for the class or the program that starts in Java runtime. That is always essential because from here we invoke the program and the execution starts from here. As we have already seen the structure of a Java program in detail, now we'll come to the Eclipse IDE and write a detailed description about it using a program. So as you can see, we have already created a Java project and inside this we have the src folder or the src package, right? So in this we have to create a package, and as we know, package is one of the component of a Java program structure. So for this we need to create a package, right? So what we can do, we can right click and go to the new and create a package. So by default it gives us a name, right? So what we can do, we can just type on com dot, and since it's a demo we can use demo and click on finish or hit an enter, we can see a package has been created. And we know package contains group of classes of similar types. So the next step would be to create a class. For creating a class file, we have to right click again and go to the new, go to class and give any name, whatever you want to. And in my case, it will be a Java structure. Okay. So, and the first alphabet should be always in caps. After that, since the main method invocation is also a part of the Java program structure, so what we can do, we can just click on over here and we have to click on finish, and we can see the Java structure class, okay, is under the package com.javastructure.demo, and it has been already implemented. Out of those 6, the package, the class and the main method invocation already we have got. So the first part would be the comment section, right? And for writing a single line comment, we usually use 2 of the forward slashes, and we can write just this program is just for demo purpose. Okay, and after that the first step has been completed, and the second step would be the package statement, and we have got it right. The class Java structure is under the package com.javastructure.demo, and third will be the import statement that we'll see while writing a normal program for addition of 2 numbers. Okay, so in this tutorial we'll be writing up a normal Java program which sums up 2 numbers. Okay, so we'll use int a comma b comma sum for storing the sum, and after that we have to take the input from the user. So for that we need to use the scanner class. So scanner sc or something like that you can type is equal to new scanner, and we have to use the system.in. Yeah, system.in, and just see here we are getting an error because this is a module coming from another package, right? So you have to click over here and you have to click over here and you have to import it from the scanner Java util class. Okay, once you click on here, we can see the third statement is the import, and it's coming from the util package and the class name is scanner. So the next step would be we'll do a sysout. Okay, we'll do a sysout to say that the user should type 2 numbers to get the sum. Okay, so system dot out dot println, okay, print line, okay, and we'll be just typing, please enter the 2 numbers. Once you have done that, we need to take the input into 2 variables. We have to store the values in a, right? So it should be sc, whatever the scanner class it's taking, we have to get it, and since it's 2 numbers we have to use next int. Okay, so it's of type int, and similarly it should be b should be equals to next sc dot next int. Okay, so the 2 numbers we have already got it from the user, and the next step would be we have to sum it up. For that we need to use the sum variable and you have to assign the values of a plus b. In the third and the last part would be the third and the last part would be the displaying of the sum, right? So we can do a sys and we get so in that case we'll do a sysout that is the system.out.println, and we'll be passing sum of 2 or something like sum is, right? Sum is, and we can just assign that sum over here. Okay, so we can see in this program already we have so we can see in this program the comment section we have already used, then the package statement, and under the package statement we have the class Java structure. Okay, and then import, because we are using the scanner class to take the user input. And yeah, so whatever we have declared over in the theory part, we are implementing the same in the practical or the program part. Okay, so once we run this, okay, and we have to click on OK, we get that please enter 2 numbers. So I'll pass 5 and 10, and ideally this sum should be 15. So our program is working, and we have created a program, and we have also displayed the program structure.